Alright, here we go. We're recycling our medium. I'm going to show you how we recondition, balance, clean, and pH our medium here. So as we can see, this was left outside on the balcony. So here in Canada it's winter, so it got frozen. So I left it in here and let it thaw out. In the meantime, I have currently been filling a bunch of fabric buckets with this used medium and rinsing it out. So we're just here in the tub, classic as it is, and if you've noticed, we have all of the used medium inside these tubs, and typically this water would be orange. It was definitely orange. It was orange like 3 or 4 cycles. So it is what it is. But right now I've gotten the medium to be clean enough. I don't have a parts per million meter, so I have to go by eye. In this case, I just cleaned out the medium as much as I could in terms of it being clear water. And I just kept rinsing it with very hot water because heat usually lifts. So I assumed, I just took that basic fact and assumed that it would lift all the nutrients out. And after a few tubs like this, where these are just lightly, they're not floating, like they're still on the bottom, but if you can pick it up, they'll float around. They'll move around a little bit for you, a little easier, which is nice. Knowing that right here, this is where all the water is, so it's like it's all saturated, no problem. And this way, I don't need to worry about any of this not being saturated appropriately. So I'm gonna fill this tub up just a little bit more. I'm gonna move these to the back because obviously the back of the tub is elevated higher to bring that draw. I use this 10-liter bucket, put steaming water. This is 10 liters, so I did 10 liters per small 2-liter or 2-gallon pot. So I did that twice. You can openly see the orange runoff, and then I filled up the tub as it is like this twice after doing that for everything. I did these 30 liters each of hot water, and then I did the tub fill, let it soak for 20 minutes. Give it a little bit of agitation, just like constantly use the water in here and run it up and down using the classic liter tub. You know how it is, right? Just bada bing, bada boom. And you can openly see just from the force, if you're dropping in with the 10-liter bucket and you want a little agitation, at the very bottom of the bucket, down here essentially, you'll see where the water is being forced out, and if you have nutrient solution still soaked inside of it, you'll openly see the orange bleed out into the clean water openly. So you'll know the medium isn't clean. Right now I just did that and there's nothing, right? There's no bleaching of any orange in this water at all. So I know for a fact that this medium is confirmed clean, at least. It is at least clean. It is not pH balanced. So we're going to be doing that today. I have a pH meter from way back in the day, and I just ordered some calibration liquid, so we'll be dealing with that today. But yeah, we're just cleaning up some medium, being able to recycle it. I had to buy 2 bags of fresh for the new grow, obviously, because I had not done this yet, because I had not calibrated my pH meter, so I didn't feel very secure in, well, using this medium. Even though it might be clean right now, it could be used, maybe. Like, I don't really feel very secure in risking a couple seeds just for the sake of testing it when I have a pH meter, just to solidify the guarantee. But I do know, since there is no bleeding through any of this, this being the 3rd fill up to pH balance everything, everything's clean. Should be good. Should be good to go. So I'm just gonna get my pH up, pH down, calibrate the pen, and we'll get right back into here. Before, I couldn't use this medium because I could tell that there was just something wrong with it, and lo and behold, our current pH is 7.5. That is a little too much. We're going to have to bring it down a little bit. So, having looked online to confirm and compare answers, it seems the common Coco pH is roughly 5.6 to 6.3. People say 5.5 to 6.5, and then 6 to 7 for soil, but in this case I'm seeing a lot more 5.8 to 6.1, so I'm just gonna go 6 even, maybe 6.1, and go from there. Now typically this whole situation would be a little bit better if I was able to utilize the entirety of the tub with this much space here. I just don't have any more 3-gallon buckets, so I'm kind of just doing this as a test to see how it all works out the first time. This isn't the most efficient way, having a tub being only 80% utilized. In this case, I could probably fit maybe 2 more of these 2-gallon pots, maybe 3 if I was to make it tight, and then I would just pH balance everything. But right now, the 5 2 gallons for 10 gallons right there, and then 3, 6, 9, 12 for 22 gallons of material is plenty for me right now. Should be good. As we're gonna go, we're just gonna pop this cap off. With these type of things, I never really take the seal off entirely, because I'm only using this, so I don't need the whole bottle, and if this ever drops, it's only gonna spill out the amount of this and not the whole circumference of the hole, so fuck it. But as we're gonna go, just gonna pop this in here, scoop up a little bit. Looks like 2 milliliters. I'm gonna put in a little less. So we got about 2 milliliters. A little difficult to see on the camera. You guys can't really see it. Oh, fuck it. There you go. A little bit over there, 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 a little bit over there. We're just gonna put a little bit in there, give it a little bit of a swish. All right, we're just gonna check out our water again. We went from 7.4. Now we're looking at a 6.6, 6.2. It looks like we almost be perfect on the dot. 6.1, 6.2, 6.1, right on the dot. 2 milliliters for this entire tub. That is very nice. As you can see now, we've got our medium here. It's clean, even with the cycling the water through a couple times, just like with my hand, just pushing it around. The water is still clean, so that gives me a good sign in terms of the medium parts per million are a lot less than I need to worry about. So I don't have to worry about anything like that. And our pH went from 7.5 for Coco medium down to 6.1 to 6. So I think that is that was perfect right there with a quick one shot, 2 milliliter. I think it was maybe 1.8 milliliters because there's a little air bubble at the bottom. Yeah, you don't really need a lot, it seems. Even for this big tub, I really thought I would have to use a lot more than that 2 milliliters. But we'll check this in an hour to make sure that is rather consistent, because in case this starts to rise or drop, we'll see. We'll manage this though, and then after that, I'm gonna basically just rinse the medium with it, right? Just get a bucket, get that bucket right there, and just rinse everything through. Make sure all the whole medium is pH'd properly. Do another check, and after that, I'll just drain it. Put it in the drying tent. There we go. That is a whole another 20 gallons of medium ready for reuse. Perfect. We'll be putting all of our clean medium in this tub. This way, everything will be separated perfectly. This will be clean. I'll pop these bad boys in a tent, put a fan over them just to dry it out, and be done with it. Just empty out the bags, reuse the bags to clean out the new medium or the old medium. Do this one more time, and we'll be good to go another round.